story. The former mayor of Bend, Oregon, used to be a mayor, defense attorney, prosecutor. In 2006, he got his license suspended for 90 days for ethics violations. First of all, he was too slow in being forthcoming in investigations, but also there were unethical situations going on between him and one of his former client's wife. The former client's wife is the one that took him to court. There was a whole string of ethics violations that the man got busted with. A whole string of them. Stuff that today he would have gotten slapped on the wrist for because nobody would have given a shit. Back in 2006, people sort of believed that we had rights still. Now this guy, with his ethics violations, he lost quite a bit, but how many people lost their entire lives because of him? Because of his decisions from his position of power? How many of those people actually deserved it? The man was born into a good family that owned a lot of property. He owned a lot of land in Bend, Oregon. Where the hell are my keys? Anyway, there's a story about him, and yeah, poor him. But what about all the people that didn't have time in the community? What did this man spend his time serving the community doing? Being self-serving. And he got a fucking slap on the wrist for it. How pathetic is that? He died, by the way. And a reporter decided to finally sort of give a shit after he was dead. Imagine that. You know, Natalie had everything going for her. She had all of the bias that come with being a pretty female. She was still young and desired, so lots of guys wanted her. She had the opportunity to get an education. A college education. Imagine that. It doesn't matter how good a person I am. I'm not a pretty white girl. So I don't get any of these entitlements that Natalie had. You know, she had a house. She had no problems making friends. She had problems keeping friends because she was on drugs. But not that big of problems keeping friends because she was pretty. If she did something fucked up to somebody, no big deal. There's somebody else who will come along, just watch. Throwing people away was nothing to her. And as far as I was fine with being thrown away because I was used to it, I'm not fine with being thrown away by everybody over bullshit and being harmed over it. I don't owe it to anybody to take their abuse. Alright, after this car goes, I think I can go. Yep. God damn marijuana, weed rags. if that'll hold. Well, not as pretty as I was yesterday, thank goodness. You're everywhere. Go ahead.
You can think about me, see? I'm not sure either. It's cheaper if you just stay on top of it.
Right.
So now I know how I want it done. I want it like this. Like.
Even on Wednesday?
Huh. Weird. Huh.
So let's do that.
Enjoy your day.
That's cool. I don't much either. I sometimes get. Yeah. Huh? Like Rio or something.
I'm trying to grow my beard out long enough. I can do the whole comb over thing.
Is this a 20 ounce?
That's the soup. It's supposed to be the big one. It is 20. You're right.
I'm gonna grow mine out too soon.
Oh my God, you should. You know what? There's one thing that I always tell people. If there's one thing I would fight for when it comes to equality, I wish women could have beards. Sure, it's a little extra maintenance, but scratching it feels so good, and when somebody else tickles it, it's the most wonderful tingly in the world too. It's great. Thank you very much. And I hope you can get through your beard out.
You all tell.
So, alright, apparently disconnected. Life happens. I really ain't got much of anywhere to go. I suppose I'd go to the library and try to get something done there. It's 2 o'clock. I could go to the library for about 3 hours, but I just really need to get the hell away from people for a few. I need to be able to fucking build something, for Christ's sake. I mean, that really helps to get my fucking mind off of your fucking bullshit and drama. How do men get their mind off of the bullshit and drama that we bring to us every single day? We go and fucking build something, or we go and fucking destroy something. If we're lucky, we get a job building stuff and destroying stuff so that we have a constant outlet for our fucking aggression. Holy Christ, how much more can one person ask for? For a lot of the men I know, when they describe having a wife, they're describing a 5-year-old in a grocery store. That is really sad. Anyway, I'm gonna waste some gas driving up through town and taking a right past the hospital, out to a Bay Area that I was told about. Since I'm not real familiar with all the area, you know, I basically got to have other people go with me to show me. Let's hope it's not too residential. The thing is, oceanfront property. It's usually residential. $1, but still residential. Have just enough now to cover all of my bills and still have like 30 or 31 bucks left for the rest of the month. It ain't a lot. I make sure I get the essentials before I'm out of money. I do make sure that at the very beginning of the month, nearly every time I go into a store, I'll make sure that I buy canned goods. I was going to the churches here, but when it became an unsafe situation where there was no resolution, well, it stopped being safe for me to even go there. To any of the churches. None of them took any of these situations seriously. Alright. And that's the problem with being a homeless person. They're not going to take anything you say fucking seriously as a homeless person. Fucking dead. There's a homeless guy over here, and it's like 1:30 in the morning. He is still passed out over by the Fred Meyers, and I don't know if he's still alive. I don't want to call him in because if he was up having to listen to people screaming and shouting last night, hooting and hollering, or all fucked up on meth, he might need his beauty rest. And it doesn't seem like anybody else is messing with him right now. You'd think since he's out in the open the way he is, somebody would have checked on him by now. A lot of people make those kind of assumptions that somebody must have checked in on him. Somebody must care. Somebody must be making sure he's alright. I tell them. Because really, who bothers to ask? I have to beg people to care, you know? All these parking spots are taken up, so I guess I have to storage to grab my phone. Yeah, I got a different phone. Actually, we're up by the Kentucky hardware store, so I'm gonna. Oh. Sorry, I wasn't trying to take up the sidewalk. Okay. I'm just a bad driver. Some of these buildings are so beautiful just because they're ugly. bunker building back there. It's a cement building that looks like somebody was trying to make a cement bunker. And then they unburied it. Alright. Alright. We're here. Stoner Electric, Portland, Oregon. Says, we promise we deliver, a division of the Stoner Electric Group. Wouldn't that be any electrician in Oregon, Washington State, California, or Colorado? Bad joke. Let's go see if they got a super cheap hatchet at True Value. If not, we'll see if they have any railroad spikes. If they got railroad spikes and a hammer, I can make my own. I won't be happy about it though. First thing you gotta do is pound one of them into a drift. And it might sound strange, but they actually make a pretty good drift. Railroad spikes, I mean. They're not really much good for anything else. As far as a hatchet goes, it'll suffice if you need it to. Oh, I did not grab my cigarettes. I'm going to a lumber yard. I better have a lighter and cigarettes. I do have everything for a full camp setup again, which is good. Oh, friggin' Farvignügen. Und Westreise. Ah. No, that's not it. That's not it. Alright, that's the... There they are. Yes. Can, sir. Can I have a can, sir? Yes, you can, sir. Ugh. I'll let them cross, I guess. There's a special needs lady here, and she stares at me real hard every time she walks by. And I don't know what her problem is, but I do know that I try real hard to ignore it. Doesn't work out so good. Well, it does. She's not freaking out at me or flipping out on me. And I don't know if that's even something that she's prone to. But also that's got a lot to do with the fears that we have to deal with in our lives. Do we have legitimate fears? Do we need to follow them? We've taught people in America that whether somebody's a good guy or a bad guy, worth listening to or not, is dependent on looks and money. Go ahead. Actually, they got an axe in there, a smaller one for $22 or less. I'll get that instead of a hatchet. I do have a hatchet in there somewhere, I just don't know where the hell it is. I got a feeling that's one of the things that is still over there at Vicky's. I didn't get everything back. Stuff that I didn't get back though, it's not like it's really important. A lot of my evidence I can't get back once it's lost. Ugh. Yeah, they're singing something. Ooh. I'm still breathing. I woke up not dead this morning. A little on the strange side, I guess. I figured I'd come in and check the prices on some of the hatchets and axes.
Groceries in my car.
Yeah, I knew all
Another one? Gosh, on the way to the expo center. Yeah, there's just camp after camp after camp. They're huge, giants. I watched this guy. He was in this like grass lot kind of area. He had his tent and then a bunch of like tarps and stuff over it and like cardboard mount lining the outside of it. And the second day, when we passed him, he had bottles, empty wine bottles, just everywhere lined up so he could count them, count them in. And there's so much. It looked like he was building a wall out of them. Is that a Freddy's or a Safeway card?
I don't know.
Safeway went to like the all black ones. That door over there is gone. Yeah, there's just some trash right there now. And the one guy was in the first floor. He was sitting out on some outside on the wall. Just sitting there. All my family's going on vacations right now. Corinne and Justin just got back from Mexico. And Friday, Heidi's leaving for an Alaskan boat cruise.
They might get a little rain.
Huh?
They might get a little rain.
Yeah. They still be on a cruise ship.
Going out here about 4 minutes.
The Alaskan cruise.
Wasn't little. Wasn't little.
It's probably pretty cool. That's a good one.
It's very nice.
That's where Jared is from. Yeah, they were born in Vietnam. Yeah, he was in Florida. We went there right before
I'm gonna scoot right here. You want a quart or you want a gallon? Quart or gallon? They're gonna tell us a weight on it? 20-3? What that is? I'm assuming these last two Porsche running for 20. Okay. How much is that gallon anyway? Gallon here is $23. It was great, man. That's all it is nowadays.
Yep. Come over there, everybody. Yeah.
4th?
Yeah, we accidentally grabbed the food. Got the stock stuff. They got one of those stock mixers with a 2-wheel. That has a gauge on how much to put in there.
That's good.
It'll tell me on that bad.
No, just that.
Yeah. Pretty close. Thank you. Good.
UPC on this popped up with 15 amp battery.
No. That's the one that we're missing.
Oh, sorry, I was gonna read you. Calvin's price went up a lot.
What is it now?
129.
Yeah, that's what I got marked at.
Something smells. Anyway, this should be the farm supply store. If you guys have a farm supply store, I highly recommend going there and seeing what they got. One thing I was thinking about if I get a place to call my own was getting some damn chickens. I like chickens. Not just for eating. Oh yes, I forgot to get the comb earlier. I knew I was forgetting something important. There's a lot of stuff here that is super expensive. I think there's a little ramp on this side. That's what I should have used. Video. Well, I got most of the crap off the top of it.
Yeah, you had that's so neat though.
I did.
It was all organized.
Yeah, it's unorganized inside now.
I
Pain. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think I'm just gonna sit in my car. Fuck. Well, at least I have some trash bags. There's a shovel in here, maybe, so I can bury my food if it becomes necessary. It's all packed properly, so ain't no animal's gonna be trying to dig for it. Best way to do it's hang it up in a tree, and I have the stuff to do that too. But in that scenario, I gotta worry about them human animals.